Hello students, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, which is the lecture on polynomial, we are going to discuss only the questions based on whatever we studied in polynomials. So, the questions based exercise is here and it is CBSE based questions. So, let us see the first question. It is of 1 mark and it is a graph based question. There is a graph given. The graph of y is equal to px are given in figure below for some polynomial px. Find the number of zeros of px in each case. So, the case is this one basically. So, in this case the number of zeros we have to obtain. If we see that the graph here is intersecting the x axis at how many points? One point is this, another point is this, third point this and fourth point is this. So, the point where the graph intersects the x axis are actually the zeros of this polynomial. So, we say that how many number of zeros? There are 4 zeros of this polynomial. We will directly see the graph and see the number of points where the graph of the polynomial is intersecting the x axis. So, there are 4 zeros here which we observe. After doing this first question, which is of only 1 mark, and you should have only the understanding of the concept of zeros geometrically. Let us come to the second question, which is of 2 marks. Find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomial and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. So, the quadratic polynomial which is given is x square minus 2x minus 8. We have to find its zeros first. So, what we will do? We will do middle term splitting. We write minus 2x as minus 4x plus 2x minus 8 equal to 0. These two terms taken as such gives x as common. So, x minus 4, and in these two terms 2 is common. So, x minus 4 is equal to 0. Now, let us take x minus 4 as common. What we get is x plus 2. So, the zeros which we obtain are x is either 4 or minus 2 by equating this to 0 and this to 0. So, there are 2 zeros which we have found out. This is the first part of the answer. Second part of the answer says verify that the relation between the zeros and the coefficients is there or not. You have to verify that has to be there if we have done the correct calculation. So, if we do the sum of the zeros, which is 4 minus 2, that will be 2, and minus b by a is actually minus of coefficient of x, which is minus 2, and the coefficient of x square, which is 1, which is 2. So, we observe that 2 and 2 is same, that is sum of the roots is equal to minus b by a is correct. Another is product of the roots. So, if we multiply 4 with minus 2, we get minus 8. And what is the value of c by a? C is the constant, which is minus 8, and a is the coefficient of x square, which is 1. So, this is minus 8. We observe that minus 8 is the common value of p and c by a. So, this is also correct. So, we have found the zeros and also we have verified the relationship between zeros and the coefficients of the quadratic polynomial. In the third question, which is of 2 marks again, find a quadratic polynomial each with the given numbers, these are the given numbers, as the sum and product of its zeros respectively. So, we have to find a quadratic polynomial which with the given numbers as the sum and product of the zeros. So, this is the sum of the zeros and this is the product of the zeros. Can you find the quadratic polynomial? So, we have sum of the zeros as root 2 and product of the zeros as 1 by 3. We know the quadratic equation having s as sum and p as product of the zeros is x square minus sx plus p equal to 0. So, here it will be x square minus root 2x plus 1 by 3 equal to 0. After taking 3 as LCM, 3x square minus 3 root 2x plus 1 and 3 will become 0 here. So, this is the quadratic polynomial, or we say quadratic equation whose zeros are such that their sum is root 2 and their product is 1 by 3. So, if we found out the zeros of this polynomial, the sum of these zeros alpha plus beta will be root 2 and the product of the zeros will be 1 by 3. Now, let us move on to the next question. This question was of 2 marks again. Now, let us see the fourth question, which is of 4 marks, 4 to 7, 4 questions are of 4 marks. Divide the polynomial px by the polynomial gx and find the quotient and remainder in the following. So, px is given as x to the power 4 minus 5x plus 6 and gx is given as 2 minus x square. First thing which we have to do in division of polynomial is write the terms in decreasing order of degree. So here it is already in decreasing order of degree, but here it is not. So we will write gx as minus x square plus 2. So we will take this as the first and the second term. Now when we will divide, so minus x square plus 2 is dividing the polynomial x to the power 4 minus 5x plus 6. So first we will multiply with minus x square, this will become plus x to the power 4, this will become minus 2x square. This will subtract, this is cancelled, this will become plus. So what we observe, 2x square minus 5x plus 6. Now when we further divide it, we will divide by minus 2. So this will become plus 2x square and this will become minus 4. This will become minus, this will cancel and this will become plus, this will become 10, minus 5x plus 10. So the remainder is minus 5x plus 10, because this is a degree which is less than the degree of the divisor, which is 2, and this is linear 1 degree. So this is our remainder, this is our quotient. So if it is asked that find the quotient and remainder in the following, so we will say that this is the quotient, minus x square minus 2 is the quotient, and what is the remainder we have? Minus 5x plus 10 is the remainder when we do the polynomial division of the given dividend by the given divisor. Okay, students. So let us move on to the next question, which is the 5th question, and it is also of 4 marks. Check whether the first polynomial is a factor of the second polynomial by dividing the second polynomial by the first polynomial. So the second polynomial is of 5 degree, in decreasing order of degree it is written. This is of 3 degree, it is also in decreasing order of degree. Now if this is a factor of this, then the remainder on polynomial division should be 0. So let us divide x to the power 5 minus 4x cube and then plus x square plus 3x plus 1. It has to be divided with x cube minus 3x plus 1. So first of all we will multiply with x square, this will become x to the power 5 and next term will be minus 3x cube and next term will be plus x square. So we will do the subtraction, this will be minus, plus and minus, cancel, this will become minus x cube, this will become plus x square minus x square cancel, plus 3x plus 1. What we have to do next, multiply with minus 1, this will be minus x cube, next will be plus 3x and next will be minus 1. So when we do this, we observe this cancels, but this add up to give 2. So we say check whether the first polynomial is a factor of the second polynomial or not. So this first polynomial is not a factor of the second polynomial because the remainder which we have obtained is not equal to 0. So we will say no, the first polynomial is not the factor of the second polynomial because remainder is not coming out to be 0 after division. Okay, students, if it was 0, then we could have got the correct answer which they are asking. Now next question, which is of 4 marks. Give examples of polynomial px, gx, qx and rx. So px is the dividend, gx is the divisor, qx is the quotient and rx is the remainder, which satisfy the division algorithm, and degree of qx, that is the degree of quotient, is equal to degree of the remainder. So we can take any example. My example may be different from your example, but both is correct. So what I am doing, I am taking degree of qx and rx both as 2. So qx I am taking as x square plus x minus 1 and rx I am taking as minus 2x square plus 1. Both are of 2 degrees. So this condition is true. Now we have to decide px and gx. So let us take gx is equal to x plus 1. I have taken my own, you can take your own gx. Now according to the division algorithm, px can be obtained. So px is equal to gx into qx plus rx. So if we put the values, gx will be multiplied with qx, we will multiply both of them. So x square into x is x cube and x square plus 1 is x square, x into x is x square. So 2x square and then x minus 1 is minus x, x into 1 is plus x, x will cancel and this is minus 1 finally. So when we will multiply qx with gx, this is what we will get, plus rx, that is minus 2x square plus 1. So this is x cube, 2x square will also cancel, minus 1 and plus 1 will also cancelling, x cube. So if x cube is the dividend, which is actually px, and if gx, that is x plus 1, is the divisor, we will get a quotient x square plus x minus 1 and the remainder minus 2x square plus 1, which are of the same degree. So keeping the division algorithm in the correct format in our mind and taking the condition this one, we can find the px and gx. Okay, students, let us take the next question, which is the last 4 marks questions. Verify that the numbers given alongside of the cubic polynomials, so here are the numbers, 3 numbers are there zeros. So first we have to verify that these 3 numbers are zeros of these numbers. So if we put 2 here, this will become 8. So first term will be 8 minus we put 1 here, so this will become 4. Sorry, we are taking 2 now, this first term. So 2 cube is 8, 2 here also, it will become 16, 2 here also 10, and 2 here there is no x, so we do not have to put 2, minus 2 is given. This is 8 plus 10, 18, minus 16 minus 2 is minus 18, this is 0. So yes, 2 is a 0 of this cubic polynomial. Let us check for 1. So 1 cube is 1, 4 into 1 square is 1 is 4, and then 5 into 1 is 5, and then minus 2. So this is 6 minus 6, again 0. Another is the same 0, 1. So we will say yes, 2, 1 and 1 are the zeros of this cubic polynomial. Now further, after verifying that 2, 1, 1 are making this as 0, these are the 2 repeated zeros, 1 and 1. So for 1 we will satisfy, for another one is also true. Further we will say also verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. So first we add the zeros, 2 plus 1 is equal to 4, that should be minus b by a. So is this minus b by a? If we observe, minus of minus 4 upon 1, which is actually 4. So this 4 and this 4 is same, so the sum of the roots is equal to minus b by a is correct. Next let us verify that the sum of the product of the roots taken pairwise. So 2 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 2 into 1. What we will obtain? 2 plus 1 plus 2, 5. And that should be equal to c by a. What is c by a? Let us check. C is 5 and a is 1. So it is also 5. So both are equal, which means that the another relation is also true, that is the product of the sum of the product of the roots taken pairwise is equal to c by a. Now if we take the product of all the roots, 2 into 1, we get 2. That should be minus d by a. So if we observe minus d, it is minus of minus 2 and a is 1. So it is 2. So both the values are same. So minus d by a is equal to product of the roots is correct. So we have verified the formula which we know about the cubic equation, about the relationship between the coefficients and the zeros. Next question is of 6 marks. 8th question, obtain all other zeros of this biquadratic polynomial if 2 of its zeros are given like this. So 2 zeros are given, that means if we talk about root 5 by 3 and minus root 5 by 3, these are the 2 zeros. So we can say that x minus root 5 by 3 and x minus of minus, that is plus root 5 by 3, are the factors of that given biquadratic polynomial. If these two are factors, then their multiplication is x square minus 5 by 3 is also a factor of the given biquadratic. Now after knowing that this is a factor of that given biquadratic, let us divide that biquadratic by this x square minus 5 by 3. When we will divide that given biquadratic by x square minus 5 by 3, let us see what we get. Since it is a factor, it will give definitely remainder 0, otherwise question will be wrong. 3x की power 4 plus 6x cube, next term is minus 2x square, next term is minus 10x, and last term is minus 5. Now let us divide them. So x square into 3x square will give you 3x की power 4, and this was multiplied with this will give you minus 5x square. So this will be written here. This is minus, this is plus, this will cancel. 6x cube, this will become 3x square minus 10x minus 5. Next term which we will take is 6x. So this will become 6x cube, and this when multiplied will give you minus 10x. So we will write it like this. This is minus cancelling plus this also cancels, 3x square minus 5. Let us multiply now by 3. So 3x square minus 5 which we will get here, and definitely we are getting remainder as 0. So yes, this is the factor and the question was correct. Now the other factor is actually this divisor which we have obtained. As remainder is 0, this dividend is this into this. This is already given a factor because its roots are root 5 by 3 and minus root 5 by 3. Another factor which we are getting is this 3x square plus 6x plus 3. So can we get other zeros from here? Let us see. 3x square plus 6x plus 3 is equal to 0, is implying that x square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0, which is actually x plus 1 whole square. So we are getting the other two zeros as minus 1 and minus 1. These are repeated zeros. So we can say that this biquadratic polynomial which is given has zeros root 5 by 3, minus root 5 by 3 and minus 1 and minus 1. So this is what we are getting here. Let us see the next question, 6 marks question, 9th question. If the zeros of the polynomial x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 1 are a minus b, comma a plus b, find a and b. So they are saying that these are the zeros of the cubic polynomial. So let us first add all the zeros. So when we will add alpha, beta and gamma, what we are getting? B is cancelling, we are getting 3a. And we know that alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a in this cubic polynomial. So minus b by a means minus of minus 3 by 1, which is actually 3. Minus of minus 3 by 1, minus b by a. So what we are getting? A is equal to 1. This is the answer for a. Now we will take product of the sum of the roots. So a minus b into a plus a into a plus b plus a minus b into a plus b, and this value is equal to c by a, that is 1 by 1. So this we will write. Now we already know the value of a, which is 1. So this will become 1 minus b, and this is 1. This will become 1 plus b, and this is also 1. This is 1 minus b into 1 plus b is 1 minus b square is equal to 1. Let us cancel this one. So what we obtain? Minus b square, b also get cancels, plus 1 is equal to 0. So we are getting b square is equal to 1 plus 1 is 2, sorry. So we are getting b square is equal to 2, which means b is equal to plus minus root over 2. We are getting two values of b, plus root 2 and minus root 2. Which value should we take? Let us see. So we have got the value of a right now. Now let us take the product of all the roots. So if we do the product of all the roots, as a is 1, so we will write 1 into 1 minus b into 1 plus b, and this is equal to minus d by a, b, c, d. Minus d by a is minus 1. So what we will do? 1 minus b square is equal to minus 1, that is b square is equal to 2, b is equal to plus minus root 2. This is also giving the same set of values at the second equation. So we can say that the values of a and b can be, a can be 1 and b can be plus root 2 or minus root 2. That will give you the same set. If you take b as root 2, this will be a minus root 2, this will be a plus root 2. And if you take minus root 2, this will be a minus root 2, this will be a plus root 2. In any case, we are getting the zeros as 1, that is value of a, 1 minus root 2 and 1 plus root 2. So value of b is plus minus root 2 and value of a is 1. This is what we are getting here. Let us see the last question, which is also of 6 marks, and it may also be involving polynomial division. So if the polynomial, this is a biquadratic polynomial, x to the power 4 minus 6x cube plus 16x square minus 25x plus 10 is divided by another polynomial x square minus 2x plus k, the remainder comes out to be x plus a. Find k and a, this and this. So here this term is given as the dividend, this term is given as the divisor where k is not known, and remainder is x plus a where a is also not known, and we have to find the value of a as well as k. So let us proceed. X to the power 4 minus 6x cube plus 16x square minus 25x plus 10 has to be divided with x square minus 2x plus k. And let us see what the remainder comes. Remainder will be equated to this. So, first we will multiply with x square, x to the power 4 minus 2x cube plus kx square. Let us subtract. So, this will cancel, this will be plus minus 4x cube, this will be minus, so 16 minus k x square. This is what we are getting. Further minus 25x plus 10 we will write as it is. Then it will be multiplied with minus 4x. We will get minus 4x cube, and this when multiplied with this will give you plus 8x square. So, let us write plus 8x square, and k into minus 4x is minus 4kx. When this will be change sign after subtraction, plus this will be minus. So, 16 minus 8 is 8, 8 minus kx square, this will be plus. So, plus 4k minus 25x plus 10 as it is. So, this is what we have got. Now, we can divide once more. So, we will divide with, now multiply with 8 minus k. So, 8 minus k into x square is 8 minus kx square, and the another term is minus 2 into 8 minus k, that will become 2k after multiplication, 2k and minus 16x. This is what we will get here. Minus 2 into minus k is plus 2k, minus 2 into 8 is minus 16. K into 8 minus k is the constant value which is independent of x. Now, change the sign, this will cancel. 4k minus 2k is 2k, and minus 25 and there is plus 16 is minus 9x. Here it will become minus plus k square minus 8k plus 10. So, this is the remainder which we are getting after the algorithm, division algorithm. So, this is the remainder. Now, they are saying that this remainder is actually equal to x plus a. The remainder which we have got, that is equal to x plus a. So, both of these are equal, which means the coefficient of x is 1. So, the coefficient of x here should also be 1. So, 2k minus 9 should be equal to 1, which means k is equal to 1 plus 9, 10 by 2, that is 5. This is how we get the value of k. The constant is a, and the constant a is equal to this constant part here. So, this is k square minus 8k plus 10. This implies a is equal to, k is 5, this is 25 minus 5 again 40 plus 10. So, what do we get? Minus 5 as the answer. So, a is minus 5, this is your answer, and k is 5, this is also your answer. So, by using polynomial division we can find k as well as a in this question. So, that is all for this chapter and its application. So, keep practicing and keep revising. Thank you, students.